Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to another edition of Airy Sky Release Video Blog. I'm Airy Sky. So I got a couple announcements to make um, for you all. Something really nice. So yesterday, I was getting some emails, and I decided, I would look over everything, and I was mostly focused on um, deep thinking. All right. Now, remember what I said. This isn't a video about politics. All right. Now, when I talk about politics, I'm usually incorporating it into my own personal opinions as well as stimulus checks. Now, as we all know, there is no stimulus checks. Congress came back into office yesterday, and so far we do not know what's going on with Congress at all yet. Where's my brush, by the way? It's over there. Hold on a sec. So, one of my moderators basically sent me some links. And I went through them. I'm not one of those that gives a damn, but I realized that this isn't the time or place to, do what you're doing or saying. So one of the things, one of my moderators was upset about was she thought I accused her of, lying, which I never said she was lying. I just asked my family, who is connected with a lot of people in Oregon, and they're like, yeah, But then again, the problem is my cousin said, is they're looking into it themselves because, frankly, the problem isn't about that problem that came up. My opinion was, well, frankly, you know, um, that's something that I could care, honestly, not about. I mean, I didn't mean to upset anyone, and I decided, if I bring up politics, it's only going to be on the grounds of the stimulus checks. I'm not going to bring up who I think is going to win the election because, as I spoke to Gail and others, there is a lot of problems out there. And frankly, like my cousin said, I don't need to have a heart attack arguing about who's going to win and who's not. That's not my job. Okay, my job is to focus on stimulus checks. And if anyone wants to bitch about who's going to win and who's not, or, whatever, this isn't a channel for you. Okay, we're not going to be debating politics. Okay, the thing is, everyone has their own opinions, and I'm going to keep my opinions because it seems every time I open my mouth, everyone else wants to basically drum up their own opinions, and to me, I'm done with it. And so I've been more or less wanting to say I've been enjoying, so I don't piss off anyone. I've been enjoying more or less um, other things, For example, um, um, uh, Little House. I'm on season 3. I mean, I can't believe I got season 3. And I just want to say I'm proud of myself, because usually after like several seasons, I completed Star Trek Voyager, and to me, I just want to say, that it's 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 really nice, and that's something I wanted to share with y'all, that I'm proud of myself, and I just wanted to say that with love, okay? So one of my things is I just wanted to say that with love, that I don't want to argue with politics anymore. I could give two poops about um, politics, and so to me, I wanted to um, share that with you all. All right, so I'm going to do a few spreadsheets this morning, and I'm going back to season 3 because I'm more interested in that. No offense, um, um, than politics. I could care less. And as my family said, it's putting a lot of strain on my heart. But I want to say out of love also that I took a schooling course with my father-in-law. I was supposed to do it last night, but he had to do some schooling, so I got to email the minister and tell him that I wanted to be in with Poppy. The only reason why I did this morning was the fact is that Dad wasn't around, and I'm going to be blatantly honest with him and say, look, Dad wasn't around, so I went and did what I thought was practical. You know, to me, I really don't want to be there without Dad. Because frankly, the problem with the schooling is tonight there was a couple things that disturbed me. Okay, now one of the things that we all have problems with the school was, and I'm gonna say this, so we don't get any problems. Okay, is is politics don't mix with religion. My mother said that many times over. Okay, I'm not going to basically talk politics or anything. So look at this. So I'm doing gaming pricing for Chloe. Anyways, some guy literally asked for $30,000. Right, the game's not worth $30,000. I guess he's trying to buy himself a motorhome before the fucking things collapse. Oh well, not my fucking problem. So, but anyways, back to my story. So, one of my moderators, I think, was thinking I accused them of lying. I'll have to go watch my video again, which takes too long. But I don't mean to offend anyone. I'm done with politics because it's really physically and mentally hurting me, and I don't need to dwell on anymore. What I need to dwell on currently is um, focusing on what's important, which is not causing trouble. And since everyone wants their stimulus checks and no one wants to hear my opinion on the future, I figured, well, I might as well not even bring it up, right? So there you have it. I'm not going to sit there and open my mouth anymore to politics because it's not doing any good. I mean, literally, everyone has their own opinions, okay? My cousin said it herself. She's more worried about my cousin working the front lines as a fireman right now than anything. She's on a wonky schedule like I am. And I got a letter to write to her tonight, mail it out tomorrow. It's business. But anyways, the other thing is I'm getting tired of the news. I mean, my father-in-law. Let me talk about that for a minute. Last night he was bragging about how Donald Trump's empire is going down the toilet. Well, I finally had enough and said, look, if I got to deal with politics on my own channel, I'm getting basically mentally and physically sick, and I can't handle it. So, you know. So anyways, there's nothing new in the stimulus bill. So I'm just checking something. Someone sent me something. Let's see. It says here, ranking file members, okay, bipartisan group of House members unveiling a sweeping proposal to inject up to $2 trillion White House in the heat in the election. Okay, so let's see what it comes with. A lot of Americans want to see action. That's true. Measure calls for 1.53 in new money, but the price tag can increase to 400 billion. All right. Package with 100 billion healthcare programs, 25 for corona testing. That's about proper. 500 billion state and local governments. It would provide 100 in school and child care, 15 for the postal service, 200 90 billion for small businesses, another round paycheck protection, 400 million to help states bolster the November election. Well, that's not bad. So we're talking about $100 million and stuff. Okay, measure also incorporates another $1,200 threshold with an additional 500 and provides 25 billion for rentals assistance. Good. And it would be eligible instead of 600 to 450. Let's see. Let's see. Well, the plan has elements both parties could support far more generous than what many Republicans want. Yep. Yes, again, Republicans again. I believe, yesterday, I'm just going to say it because, it's my channel. We are talking about stimulus right now. That I think the Republicans and most Republicans that are in the Senate and House are greedy son of a bitches. Now, I don't know about real Republicans that vote, but I think a lot of them are greedy, selfish son of a bitches. Literally, this is really good. So it says on the bottom, because I'm reading the last part of the report, it says, bill become law. It still has to have the Senate to back it from the top congressional leaders in both parties and President Trump. Something many believe remains highly doubtful, even given the rhetoric. But at least they came up with something that could make it to about $2 trillion, which isn't bad because they were talking about 1.3 to 1.5 trillion. So add another 500 billion, and you got it basically ice cream on the top and cake too. You can have your cake and ice cream and eat it too. So this is good news to a point. Let's see. Not to be a cheap date. Well, Pelosi, it looks like a cheap date, in my opinion, but then again, she looks like the crypt keeper. So let's see. Treasury Mnuchin said on Monday he's always looking to get more executive orders. Yeah, but you know what? American people say the executive orders, if they don't help themselves, they're voting them out. So, and that's where I go with my opinions. Okay, so not to piss off anyone, but me and my father-in-law talked about the silent majority, and the silent majority of the people are the people on, other people's YouTube channels that post things like, well, if we don't get the help that's needed, Democrats and Republicans that are out of work, and the government keeps stalling this till after the election, they say they have no choice but to vote for Biden because the president and the Republicans can't get their act together. And so, that's why I said until 49 days have passed and the election's over, I'm going to basically only incorporate my opinions into stimulus bills so I don't piss off anyone. Because frankly, I'm tired of politics. And like my mom said, happy birthday to her. She would be, if she was alive today, let's see, she would be 77 years old today. Damn, almost 80 if she was alive. Man, can you believe that? She died 10 years ago. And I had to count my fingers because I can't even remember. So happy birthday, Mama, from heaven. So, so let's see. So I think there's a compromise. Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer already compromised. They said they can probably get it to about $2 trillion. I mean, what more do they want? Do they want to fucking cut out everything and only do what the fat cats want for themselves and screw over the American people? They did that and it got passed. Both parties would be voted out. I mean, honestly, that's the way you could see it from Gail's point of view because, right now. But again, let's just talk about this for a second. So, I'm sorry I'm not wearing my glasses right now. I'm just trying to clean up here, with the reading. Okay, so basically, it's good news for the people. What's that say? Maybe there'll be something, but only if both party works. By the way, my bunny got me again today. Poor little Boom Boom. But you know what? He spent about half an hour with me before the school course started. So to me, it was not bad. Okay. So another reason why I'm doing this video really early this morning is because, frankly, I don't mind having no comments. All right. No comments means it's good. Now, I will update the topic later today and correct myself later in another video when I do get up from sleep. I know several of my mods think that I should do StreamYard, and to me, it's not a bad idea. So I just wanted to share that with you all. So, I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in this morning. All right. So, um, for all of you out there with, I'm not going to be talking about politics. And when I do, it's going to be more incorporated into the stimulus bill. And also, I ask you all nicely if you guys want to continue for my channel to be positive We're not going to accuse people of being liars, cheaters, con artists, or etc. Okay. Now, I will give you a disclaimer here, so you know that if Chloe comes on my channel and discusses anything against the president, well, I'm going to let her because, well, that's Chloe. Okay, we're just going to let her do her thing because Chloe is Chloe. Okay. And so everyone else, just take a chill pill. We're not talking about politics until the fat lady sings, okay? And so one of my things is my family does not want me to even talk about stimulus. Stimulus is fine as long as we got something coming down the pipe. If we don't have anything coming down the pipe, then they do not want me to discuss stimulus checks. Now, like the report said, we have to wait. And if we're gonna wait, we're gonna wait patiently. That's the kicker, you know. And so to me, I wanted to share that with you all. So you know, but we're not gonna talk about politics, we're not gonna accuse people of anything. I will tell you, if I do talk in my channel integrated with politics when it comes to my opinions with the stimulus check, and I bring up something I seen or heard, I'm going to basically give you a disclaimer now that I'm not going to go fucking truth fact it, okay? Because I'm tired of truth facting every little fucking thing, literally. And it drains me out to the point of no return. I really don't care what's going to happen in politics, all right? As I said yesterday, I'm more worried about the economy. Now, again, I want to talk to you about what's going on with my schooling today, and then I'm going to go into the discussion I had with my father-in-law because it's going to be really interesting. So last night we spent over 90 minutes. I think it was more like 2 hours last night talking, 90 minutes to 2 hours. And we just couldn't get off the phone, you know. It was like father-daughter time. And, you know, my dad's one of these people that are always busy, you know, he's a hermit, and you know, so he signs me up in this course. He's like, oh, you're gonna love this course. And me, I'm not one of these people that loves courses, okay? And the reason for the schooling is I'm educating myself. Now, the topic we're talking about for some of you out there that are tuning in this morning, and I'm not going to be talking about religion much because, well, it's not your guys' cup of tea, is Proverbs. Now, Proverbs is basically oral instructions. So, you know, listening and being wise and listening. Now, there's people out there that think they're wiser than others, and they're not. They're basically a fool. And the way I call them a fool is because they don't listen. You know, and the thing is if you sit there and you focus and you listen, you might learn something. And if you learn something, there's wisdom. And so the best thing is for learning is to basically listen, compute, don't ignore people, and literally just sit there and say, okay, I understand. Excuse me for 1 second. I'm going to run to the restroom, and then I'm grabbing a pinch of dip, and then I'm going to talk to you about politics for the school. So, anyways, here's the deal. So, I got to send an email out real quick while talking to you guys. So, one of the things I want to share with you is I kind of feel in these groups that I'm being singled out. And that's something I want to share with you all because in my own channel, I don't feel singled out because I'm the one doing the talking, you know, and educating you all. But mm, Hold on a second. So I just said thanks for the meeting, the Zoom meeting, and I assumed he was going to call on me because he was calling on others, and I had a couple of things to say, and again, I didn't get anything with it. It was just like they over something. Then I had to talk about transgenderism, and I was like shaking my head, going, "You got to be fucking kidding!" We're in a fucking whatever it is, we're fucking doing this and doing that, and we're hearing, these people talk about, you know, um, um, you know, transgender, and then, then, So to me, I just wanted to say, it was an interesting day, and usually I don't, usually I keep my mouth clean. Okay, as people say, oh, do you go in there and you swear? No, I don't. I actually basically sit there, right? And one of the things is a couple of people were probably staring because I went ahead and I went to um, what do you call it? Up to use the bathroom. And it was like big deal. I have to take a piss. They're 3 hours ahead. So, to me, I think it's only proper, that I could go take a piss. And I had the phone on and the computer volume loud. And to me, it's like, I'm not gonna have to someone tell me, well, no, you can't take a piss, And I'm sitting there yawning, and I heard someone say, "Oh, it seems that we're boring Rita. She's tired, And he's like, "Oh no," and I'm sitting there cracking open, Starbucks energy drink just to stay alive, awake, And I'm hearing all these people talking, crap, and it's like, you really got to fucking talk about this shit going on. It'd be like turning around and talking about Chloe right there. I mean, literally, why? I mean, Chloe was being bitchy yesterday, but today she got up, looked at me, and she says, "Oh yeah, you got your school," and I said, "Yeah." And she looked at me, and she knew exactly I was um, tired. She could tell. I'm just sitting there like I'd rather be watching Little House on the Prairie, but I have to do a few spreadsheets today so I can say I've you know uh, uh, have accomplished something that besides schooling. People say, "Oh well, schooling is schooling. You're just studying a book." Well, it's not just a book. The book is about educating yourself. And to me, um, it's educating yourself. So to me, um, I wanted to say, it's just about educating someone, about religion and politics. And they had to bring up Trump again. One of the things that upsets me the most is, when I bring up Trump, I usually bring him up in a text point that I have my own opinion, but I guess my opinion doesn't matter on my channel, so I better just stick and incorporate as my father-in-law suggested with stimulus checks and leave the rest because I'm tired of talking about politics, and the thing is even though I don't agree with everything my father-in-law says, he did make a statement last night that still sticks with me. As again, if you're a God-fearing person, give it to God. God will deal with it, and don't worry about it. So, I mean, that's what like my family said last night, yesterday. Just be blessed and live one day at a time. Don't live, don't live. Month to month or week to week, live one day at a time. And if you can, you know, you know, then you're doing better, and that it made me feel good, because I love my family, and they're just like, look, they're stressing over something fucking stupid, and my father-in-law said the same thing, you know, and so the thing is I just want to say this channel is not about politics, okay? It is really a hard thing for me, a hard pill to swallow at times because, I don't mean to offend anyone, but I don't mean to offend anyone by, not getting back to anyone via emails either. Just fucking, my emails right now are mostly to the ministries and other things. I mean, literally, I'm more interested in a Little House on the Prairie, because I'm trying to teach um, Chloe moral values, but trying to get Chloe to learn moral values, is a different story, So I don't even dwell on it, I do love everyone, and it is hard on me with my stress. I mean, my cousin says I got to deal with Chloe on a timely basis, and you know, it's um, it's not easy, And so to me, I'm just like, okay, cool, you know. So I wanted to. Oh, all right, cool. So I wanted to share that with you all, because it hurts me. I don't mean to offend anyone, but I think it's time that we, as in people, look at the big picture and say enough's enough, and not talk about politics because I'm tired of it. I'm literally tired of you know the negativity when it comes to politics. My mother used to say, you don't want to fucking piss off anyone and you don't want to fucking talk about religion or politics. Well, let me put it this way. I paid money, good money, for me and my father, uh, um, for our books, right? And so, one of the thing is I'm one of these women who turn around and I get angry. Same thing. You listen to the sermon, and the guy's trying to teach you, and someone's talking about Trump, and then everyone's talking about Trump. And I'm here to learn, and I'm paying good money for my book. Instead, I got to listen to some hill jack from, you know, some hill jack um, talking about, Donald Trump, how bad it is. One of these idiots, And to me, I'm like, like, do we really need to fucking go through this much shit? Because I'm paying a good amount of money for um, a good amount of money for these books to have you guys have the pastor teach me. Instead, we all gotta fucking act like fucking old bitty son of a bitches, basically belly aching about, and again, old lady basically turned around to Don the Con. I'm sorry to say, but we're here for religious purposes, not to talk politics. And that is what's really burning me up right now is the fact that I got to deal with all these shitheads talking about politics. Now, my moderators that talk about politics, that's fine. I just, I'm going to wait 49 days before I even talk about politics. And we'll know that. I mean, literally, I've given my opinion. No one wants to listen. No one wants to listen and be wise to listen to everyone's opinions, because it isn't just one way, it's both ways. And the other thing is as I told my father-in-law, I'm not going to tolerate, one-sided where one person says vote all red and one person says vote all blue. I got to make my own decisions, but I also don't want people to sit there and ram down their own opinions. Like my father-in-law, for example, he's like one of the biggest problems, last night, talking about this and that, and how this is good news and that's good news. My opinion is I don't give a shit. What I care about is living one day at a time, literally. And then the stimulus checks. We just got some news today that they might bring something out, but again, it's all up in the houses. And the House could probably pass $2 trillion. The problem isn't the House. The problem is there we go. The problem isn't the House. The problem is the Senate if they're going to pass it. Again, everyone wants $1,200. Now, to me, I think $1,200 is too much. But again, you got to basically deal with it. And so, last night I had to listen to probably the first half of my discussion with my father-in-law, him going on about Donald Trump and Trump's cronies. I'm sorry to say, but I don't want to hear it. If I go in and I pay $20 or $30 for a book like this, and then per book for me and my father-in-law to do a course together as a family, and lo and behold, they're all talking 10 minutes to Donald Trump, and I'm sitting there going, well, this is my cue to go take a piss. And then I hear, Ruta, where'd you go? And I'm like, coming back. I went to I used the word. I went to go tinkle. My volume's up. I can hear you guys. I just wanted to go tinkle. Oh, okay. But they never called on me. Not once. They all had their own ideas. So I basically decided, after the discussion, that I would sit on my butt and I would thank the pastor for his kindness. Because frankly, in my opinion, I think the pastor is a nice guy. Fortunately for me, I think the problem with it is see, and then when I did talk for a few minutes, they were complaining about is this what I'm looking for? Yeah, okay. So then they're complaining about they were complaining about the noise. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, sir, that's a rabbit. You want me to dispose of the rabbit, being rude because he's making too much noise for your course? And then the pastor's like, no, you're okay, you're okay. I mean, literally, that's all I want, my rabbit. My rabbit's my business. Fuck them all. In my opinion, fuck them. I mean, literally, I have to keep my microphone. I might as well take a piss, To me, I'm just pissed off that the fucking people out there are not even calling on me. Literally, what? Am I that bad? That, and so to me, I decided, this morning I would discuss, we all make mistakes. I want to share that with you first. We all make mistakes, okay? Now, I don't know everything, but then again, people need to realize, with my health issues, I don't want to fucking stress over fucking politics or who's winning, who's losing. I can give two shit. What I read is what I read, okay? What I do is my life, okay? My life is my business. And, as my cousin was telling me the other day, she loves me dearly. And she says, look, sis, he said, you gotta, she's told me this many times, you gotta live your life the way you live it. And you don't need to have someone turning around and telling you outright what to watch. She said, you want to watch fucking PBS every night? Go for it. Thumbs up. If you want to watch CNN, which I really do like CNN, but I can't get it, so I actually subscribe to a 24-hour channel on YouTube, which I found it's a news thing. It's not CNN, but you know what getting at. So because of it, I watch what I want, and other channels, But lately, I've been avoiding CNN because it's all crap, literally, and that's only because I had a discussion between CNN, PBS, CBS, NBC, ABC, and Fox News and CNBC, and let me tell you, the old man gave the differences, and I just couldn't believe everything coming out of his mouth. You're talking about 100% anti-Trumper, okay? Literally across the board. Well, with me, I'm trying to stay neutral and all this, but sometimes I even get out of anger, and when my anger boils, I don't want to turn around and even fact check. To me, it's like, fuck it. I mean, literally, to me, I just don't care. And so people sit there and say, oh, well, you should care. No, I don't want to care. If I don't care, then I have no worries. If I do care, well, then I have worries. To me, I don't want to care. You see where I'm going with it? Same goes with stimulus checks, same thing. Stimulus checks, you'll get a stimulus check when you get it, but they might make a move. But again, now the deadline, because I'm going to give you my own, as Chloe calls me, the prophet Rita, not a prophet, by the way. And she would say, the prophet Rita, she would say, you know. So I'm going to give you just a rough draft or a thought, okay? And this isn't about politics, unless you want to make it politics. But honestly, the this today is my mother's birthday, and honestly, my opinion is that unless we, as in people, get a hold of ourselves and realize that unless $1,200 is coming, the next window to see something happen is by the 30th. Right now, the house is, we don't know what the house is doing. Some say they're going to do a pop bill, and others say they're going to do a clean resolution until December. But that's about it. So, here's my two thoughts. And as you know, I don't sugarcoat anything. So, here's the deal. If we don't get any news by the 30th of September on stimulus checks, then in my opinion, we ain't going to see jack shit until they come back to recess in whenever it is in October. So there you have it. So in the meantime, I wanted to tell you that now so you guys don't get angry with me because stimulus checks, like I said, will come eventually. So your best bet is sit back, relax, and just relax. Enjoy yourself. You know, because everyone needs to enjoy themselves. Not worry. And so with me, as I told my father-in-law last night, I'll do a few spreadsheets today for Chloe. And then I will be spending the rest of the night watching my night, because it is night to me because I go to bed soon. Once I get done with my letters, which all I got to do is fill out the envelopes, drop them in the outgoing box, and it goes off, which means then tomorrow I can sit down and write some other letters to drop them in the box, and then I'm good for a while, you know. And you know, um, and go from there. So there you have it. So you know how it goes. So, anyways, so I am actually not doing too bad on spreadsheets today either. So out of 15, I got 5 done so far. 5. So this will be number 6. So like I said, I'm not taking my time too much. I'm just stretching out the time, and saying, again, I want to say with love to you all, I don't mean to insult any of you lovely people. You are extended family. All of you are. I just do not want people to get mad at me for, when I basically said what I said, it was because I, frankly, was trying to express myself more so with the fact that, as I told Gail, me and Gail talked the other day. She's a sweetheart, by the way. And Gail and I talked, and Gail and I read my thing to Gail about my cousin-in-law, what she said, and Gail's like, "You need to fucking stop stressing over this shit." Literally, no one's gonna listen. Don't talk about it. Well, there you have it. I'm not gonna be talking about politics unless I incorporate it into my um, um, stimulus bill. And to do that, it's going to be a really great, discussion. You know, so and some of these spreadsheets I enjoy because it doesn't take too long to fucking hammer them out too. So, Christmas around the corner. I wanted to say, because this is also called general chat, I want to talk to you guys about Christmas. What I'm feeling, and that is I'm worried, because I'm trying to get everything set up for Chloe Spice, and Chloe, she's a great person, and when she's not mean, and you know, like yesterday, last night, I have to tell you, I got up to go pee. Usually, I don't talk about my urination problems, but I have a bladder problem. So, if you guys haven't noticed, and so and so what happened was, out of love, I got up and I looked at the clock and it was 6 o'clock, and I said to myself, well, well, I guess I don't need to worry about that. And I got, Chloe was out. So I asked Moppy, dogs can talk in their own way. He was by the door. I said, what are you waiting for? And he just whimpered. I said, Chloe's out? Whimpered again. I said, all right, little man, I'll take care of this. So I got up, um, didn't get back online, like I said I was. And finally, Chloe came in. She says, oh, it's pouring, but still smoky as hell. So I said, okay. So I put the groceries away, and she's working on the cabinet. She really is working on the cabinet. So, I'm happy that she's working on the kitchen while I'm sleeping, because once the kitchen's done, she can have the living room done. And then, then all she has to do is, vacuum. And I thought that was really nice, because she's like, oh, I can vacuum, when you're up before, So I thought that was really good. She's willing to work and get it done. And to me, it made me proud that she's really trying. She asked me for Christmas for a Tenkara rod, Japanese fly fishing. So I'm working on that as a project. That's one of the things I was telling my cousin-in-law. Now, one of the things my cousin-in-law joked about was, again, politics. She doesn't want to tune into my channel because there's a lot of flame wars over, Trump and Biden, She said she doesn't want to hear it. So it's best if we don't talk about politics. So, but anyways, I told her, I was working on projects. She's out, fact checking Donald Trump. You're giving yourself a heart attack. Don't do it. Mm-mm. So I wrote her a letter saying I'm working on 10 car rods. I also wrote a letter. I didn't tell anyone this. I wrote a letter to Jose. I know Pee Wee and I talked about Jose, and I finally just said, look, my birthday's passed. It's already September 14th. I bought my birthday present. I'm waiting for an email confirmation where it's at, because I'd like to, Chloe wants to put it on the Christmas tree. It's fine. Once I get the warranty card out, it goes under the tree. And I told Chloe, I told Chloe wants fly reel too for her fly rod. She's got a glass rod. They call them fiberglass glass rods. Found her a mint condition fly rod that's worth about a couple grand for like $20. On everything's put together. So, but anyway, I'm working on all these things for Christmas, and so I need to focus on Christmas over focusing on, stimulus checks, because we don't have any confirmation of stimulus checks yet, and also I'm trying to focus on other things like, I'm trying to avoid politics, because I don't want to fact check anything. Frankly, I don't care. Politics is really hurting me mentally, to a point where I don't even want to get on YouTube. So Gail turned around and said, well, talk about stimulus checks, talk about everything, but talk about your life. Well, so yesterday, Chloe went out to Orcas. Well, talking about living on an island, everyone was talking about my island today in school. And it's like, oh, yeah, friends came back from there just recently. And, well, people sit there and think, I'm an asshole. So one of the things I want to say out of love to you all is, when people think of me as Rita the asshole, I was looking at them staring, and one of the things out of their mouth was, oh, it's so beautiful there, And, they didn't want to leave. They thought it'd be a good retirement place. And I'm sitting there, and this is me, okay? I'm sitting there, and lo and behold, I had to say it because they're talking about coronavirus. And I said to them, no offense, man, but your friend came back and they're like, oh, it was one of our, people, that was there, and they're like, "Your island's so beautiful," and I had to say it. I couldn't help saying it because asshole Rita, of course. People think when I talk politics, and I don't conform to their ideology of politics, I'm an asshole. So I turned around and I used my asshole-ish look, and I said to them out of love, I said, so you guys are the type of people that coming over to my island. They said I didn't think it was your island. That was their answer, but they apologized for what they understood. I said, so you came all the way over here, flew in to SeaTac Airport or Bellingham. They said yes, and you went to Anacortes. They said yes, and I said, and you went to Anacortes, and you went to my island. And I said yes, and you went all the way over here from Ohio. And you people could have brought the virus with you. Oh, well, we were checked, but we could have got the virus there too. I said, look, lady, we may have 29 or 30 cases of the virus, but I don't want you people, no offense for the words, coming over here during a pandemic or phase two. And then they had to talk about how, the hotel was so expensive there because it's an island and their hotel was 300 a night. And I said, oh, you went to the Friday Harbor Inn and Suites? And they said, yeah. I said, yeah. I put my cousin up there. So in the end, it was like the most rudest, crudest thing in the world because, they were all, oh, your island's great. And they asked where the bunny came from. I said, oh, Orcas Island. Well, they were the most rudest people ever because they kept, talking about, oh, and, we want to get back to church, but, we're following the guidelines. And then they had to go into politics again about Donald Trump and masks. And I finally, I mean, I told the Reverend I'd email him on my thoughts and stuff because, it was pretty damn sad. I mean, literally, it was like the saddest thing in the world, where you're sitting there trying to be the listener, and I'm the youngest there, so they're all like, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I finally sat to myself, like, is these old biddies, will they shut up over, what the fuck's going on? And finally, lo and behold, it was done. And I, for one, was more happy that it could be done because I did not want to deal with these people, because frankly, I'm tired. And two is, I'm sitting there drinking two energy drinks to stay awake. Two. And I don't need to drink two. And they're all sitting around, and it was the most funniest thing in the world, because, I'm sitting there stressing over this course and again, passed up. So then, and you're not supposed to do anything, and I'm just sitting there rolling my eyes like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. You gotta be fucking kidding me. You gotta be fucking kidding me, And I got so angry because, I love all you people and I love everyone. And to me, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, if people don't, people come to my channel wanting to know about stimulus checks, and they're like, oh yeah, everything's great, and everything's great, and to me, I'm like, yeah, everything is great, to them, but to me, nothing is great. To me, it sucked because, I'm sitting here, and they're just all chattering like old biddies, and I'm like, you know, so to me, it upset me to no end. because I'm sitting around trying to do what I can, and I don't even get called in. They're just like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, and I'm thinking to myself, uh, am I missing something here? I must be missing something here. They're all talking about, because to me, I was just fed up, with them passing me over, talking about Donald Trump, and this is a thing where I'm thinking, I paid for this book. I should be fucking, they should be fucking respecting that this is a thing about, um, religion instead of fucking politics, and that's what really irritated me this morning because I'm sitting there trying to do everything I can to be a good Christian and believe in God and do what I can. Instead, I'm hearing, and then they all have to get involved. And it's like, will you guys shut up over fucking this thing? I hear it all the time, and I really don't care, you know. And so finally, after it all, it was good because they finally got done, And now I'm just waiting for the you know the thing, and so, again, I want to say with a heavy heart, I apologize to anyone who thinks I um piss them off, because what pisses me off is frankly is, we're in an election year, okay, and this isn't about politics. And anyway, so what happened is all these fucking people are talking politics, and frankly, I'm getting tired of it. There's got to be something better to discuss in politics, I mean, we have a lot of people that come in here and they're like, "Where's my money? Where's my stimulus checks? Give us the skinny," and I'll do that. But when it comes to other shit, can't people turn around for once and just, we just leave the fucking thing alone? Because frankly, I don't care. I'm getting to the point where, like my cousin said, can't we just get the election over with and move on with our lives? We got people talking about politics that isn't even fucking registered voters. And that also upsets me. It's like, can't I just have some fucking peace and quiet without fucking having someone talking about, the shit? Eventually, I want to fucking relax. When I relax, it will be, what it is. So there we go. So let's check and see how many spreadsheets are left for the week. So I got 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Hold on a sec. 4. I'm counting. I gotta check the window. I don't want to turn the camera on. All right. So it seems the neighbor went out. Her dog's barking. That's why I was checking. So, anyways, 4. Let me see what I'm looking for. 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9. 9. All right. So I got 9 to do. So, and so anyways, 9 spreadsheets to go. So, but I got something accomplished today. So I got 6 done in a matter of 55 minutes. So that's pretty good, having no comments for me to answer. So again, if I pissed off anyone, I'm sorry. I don't mean to piss off anyone. I'm just tired of politics, and I want to focus on anything stimulus related. So my prophecy is, if we don't hear anything by September 30th and a bill isn't signed, then we got to wait. Now, the thing is, it could be an executive order, but more likely, it can't be done because, frankly, I think it's my opinion, it's smokes and mirrors. Only because they're trying to get reelected, and frankly, 300 billion is already going to pay unemployment. So where's another 300 billion coming from? That's $500 billion magically in a bank account somewhere that, and to me, it doesn't work. So that is something I want to share with you all, and maybe while I'm still here, I will do another spreadsheet just because, I want to, get done, and then when I'm done, I'm good to go, so because that's how I am, and then I can relax and feel like I actually got something done, so that's something I want to share with you all. So because it's the way I am. So and then I can quietly say, that I actually did something today, and then I can relax and write my letters, and you know, you know, and so, anyways, that's something I want to share with you all because I think we all need to focus on what's important right now, which is we need to protect ourselves, and that means to to how do I say it without sounding like a douchebag? Um, Prepare for a depression or the stock market crashing. So once I get done with this spreadsheet, there'll be 8 left to do, which means I'm on a roll, and I am going to relax the night away with relaxing, Hold on. There we go. So yeah, sometimes I have problems, with pulling it up. So, but anyways, that's what I want to share with you all. You guys mean um, with it all, So I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in with me this morning. I told you guys I would do one this morning after school, and I kept my word. And I just want people to realize, I am not um, ignoring anyone. I just am getting a point where I don't feel like I need to prove back to him because I don't care. I'm at the point where whatever happens, happens. I will accept it. I just don't want to fucking deal with this shit anymore because, frankly, it's hurting me mentally. I mean, I got so many people that tell me just take a break and not worry about this shit, and that I can't because, Truth of the matter is, I got to deal with um, with with my heart. So the best course of action is not to cause trouble, is not to talk about it. All here looking for stimulus checks, and that's what I'm going to do. And I'll give you updates on my everyday life. So, anyways, another story I want to tell you. And yes, I am done with spreadsheets now because I do not want to do any more spreadsheets. But Chloe went out last night. When she went out to the um, store, she came back with some salami. Now, everyone knows I love a good salami. So she picked up this brand called Columbus out of California. Telling you, bigger salami, better than the Coro salami here in Washington State, and tastier too, and cheaper. So, while I'm thinking about it, So, so there we have it. It's all done. Dishes are done. So I got not much to do. I got cans I got to put in the recycling thing, but otherwise, like I said, it's all done. So because it's still early in the day, or some say early as night, I am enjoying my time with giving you your update. So anyways, so my next plan, like I said, is I need to sit down and write some letters out. And while I'm at it, I do need some I got 4 letters I want to mail. So I'm going to take some time for a second while you guys are still with me. And I'm going to take my envelopes and I'm going to fill them out real quick. And then, get these letters finished up so I can go bye-bye. So, and then the letters will go out in today's mail. So here we go. Could have done this last night, but but I figured while you guys are watching the Rita show, that's what what do you call it? I can at least get 4 of them mailed out. So I just need my letters. Once they're over here, I'll move them. All right, so that one was in the back. That was put in the back on purpose so I can get to it quicker. And then I can mail out what I need to, for my pet projects. I'm going to write my cousin-in-law a letter tonight and Jose, get those letters mailed out today too. So all outgoing mail will be ready to go. And the post office can see I'm still sincerely entrusted and trusting the post office to get my letters to where they're going. As I told Jose, I don't really, there you go. Let's see, do we have the address? Because I pull them up online, so there you go. So they don't have an address. So let me see. Nope. So it's not even telling me where the address is. So I'll have to dig that one up somehow, which will take me some time. So let's see. Here we go. This one's great. This one I can do. So that just leaves me with, I don't know. Me getting off my butt to get the other one done. There we go. So that just leaves 2 letters I got to find addresses for, which I'll do later, which means that just leaves me with 2 envelopes left to fill out later. So on the Rita show, Gail was talking about how she loved, things I do, talking about whatever is on my mind. So there we go. So we got 2 letters ready to go out, and there we go. So that just leaves me with 2 envelopes to fill out, which I'm going to look up a little later. I know exactly where to look, so I have all this stuff. So that leaves me with Jose, and my cousin-in-law. So my cousin-in-law, I'll just grab an envelope real quick. So that leaves me with watching my TV shows and doing my letters before bed. So anyways, with that said, I want to wish you all actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually do something else real quick. Before I mail out my letters, I need to use my printer again real quick. I restocked papers, so let's print it out real quick. Go to Instagram. It's easier. I sent a link through there, so I don't have to worry. Yep. All right, so here we go. And I'll print it out. There we go. And print. There. Staple them together, mail this out with my information. There we go. So, with that said, my letter is going to be brief to my cousin-in-law. That's simple. Just do this. All right, there we go. So Chloe is. So letter's done. I just gotta get an envelope, fill it out real quick. Oh yeah, my cousin was joking about cramped hands last night, and I was like, I don't get cramped hands. So anyways, let's grab an envelope. See, Gail liked it when I was doing the Rita show, and I was doing, what I'm doing right now. So, anyways. Then I go into my address book real quick. It's going to take me but a moment. And I put the zip code down because I can't remember the zip code. I remember everything else from my cousin, just not the zip code, Alright, so... Alright, so then close that out. Throw that in there. Like this. Like this. And we seal her up. And just to be funny, because sometimes the postman can be a dick, we will put some stamps on it. Because I didn't put stamps on it. I'll put 2 on it this time. Just make sure the letter is weighed. There we go. So, anyways, there we go. So, 1 letter left to write today, and that will be during my television show. So, there we have it. So, well, wouldn't be period.
Stomach cramps or not.
Well, maybe you're sick then. Anyways, to all of you out there, this video has gone long enough, so it's time for me to mail my letters out and prepare for 1 more letter to mail out today, leaving you all with some final thoughts to check out my channel tomorrow morning. I will be cramming in all dayer, so you will get me from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Or when I get as many spreadsheets as I can done, because I will be very exhausted, and I will be going to bed right after my schooling tomorrow. So then you won't hear from me until what do you call it? Thursday at 8 a.m. again, when I get on to double check my, So let me ask a question. Let me just ask a question. I just asked a question as the Rita show is continuing. I will get my shoes on currently in my robe. So I wanted to share that with you all. So there you have it. So if you guys have any questions, like I said, please. I apologize for any of you thinking I am a asshole. Uh, I don't mean to offend anyone. My shoes, by the way. Here. I'll figure it out. So, anyways, like I said, I don't mean to offend anyone, shape nor form. I just want to apologize to anyone who thinks that. I don't mean to. Here. Oh, there we are. Down in the chair. Okay, cool. So you going to bed? All right.
I think I had a stomach virus or something.
Well, maybe you need to go down to the pharmacy and get some meds for it. They have stomach meds. While you're at it, we can. Oh yeah, I gotta place Chloe's orders today. Once she tells me what to order. So, anyways, with that said, everyone, I hope you have a wonderful day. And like I said, I will be on tomorrow about 8 a.m. Same Rita channel, same Rita time. To get spreadsheets done, and hopefully I'll be on season 4 of Little House. I'm really loving the moral values, So and I'm learning. And I love the Old West. For some reason, I'm just an Old West type of gal. So, if I want to say, to everyone out there, this channel's here to post comments, keep it nice, and, I'm not calling anyone a liar. I'm not calling anyone a cheat or con artist. I'm just tired of the politics, and it's going to stop as of today. Now, when I bring it up in my stimulus checks, it's just I'm talking about in general what my opinion is. So if my opinion offends anyone, well, I can't say I'm. Well, I am sorry. It's just I have my own opinions, and frankly, that's the way it is. But I will respect everyone's wishes and etc. And I think it's time we don't focus on stimulus checks. We should be focusing on other things. So that said, I got a letter to write and I got to get the mail out. So look for another video tomorrow. So please unsubscribe. Please post comments. Please leave feedback, suggestion at the like subscribe button. Like and subscribe button, wholesome funding for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, your service dogs. Hit the bell notification for new content every day. Thanks for watching, everyone, and stay tuned for another video tomorrow. Thank you, and God bless you in everything you do.